Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This video has to do with numbers, opinion polls, secession from the United States. When I came here some years ago, after I figured out what's going on in this, or at least I think I figured out what's going on in this country, United States of America, about maybe 15 years ago, I started saying this country cannot function like this and will head towards a secession. I was saying about 20 years at the most in my lifetime, that's for sure. It's been about what, 10 years, 15 years since I started saying that, and it seems like we're going into an accelerated collision course here. And it seems like the numbers support my prediction, unfortunately. But on the other hand, it's like in a marriage, divorce. Let's look at this article from Yahoo News, and it's a new poll, and the poll found that many red state Trump voters say they'd be better off if their state seceded from the US. Now, I try to ignore the political slant on this article, which probably is going to paint certain groups of the population as being inherently bad and the other ones victims and good. So, red state Donald Trump voters are now more likely to say they'd be personally better off than worse off if their state seceded from the United States. So better off 33%, worse off 29% if their state seceded from the US and become an independent country, according to a new Yahoo News /YouGov poll. It's a striking rejection of national unity that dramatizes the growing culture war between Democratic and Republican controlled states on core issues such as guns, abortion, and democracy itself. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to pass this political thing. The survey of 1,672 US adults, which was conducted from July 8th to July 11th, comes as a series of hardline conservative decisions. Okay, I'm going to pass this political BS, and I'm just going to go here. Regardless of where they live, most Americans are hardly ready to dissolve the Union, even though in previous Yahoo News /YouGov poll, a majority of Republicans, 52%, did predict that there will be a civil war in the United States in their lifetime. Well, I'm part of the 52, so I'm not a genius here. Alright, but as an outsider, I gotta say that I picked up on that one really fast. Overall, just 17% of Americans actually want their state to leave the US and become an independent country, a number that is remarkably consistent across party lines. Only slightly more, 19%, favor the US eventually becoming two countries, one consisting of blue states run by Democrats and one consisting of red states run by Republicans. Now, these guys are a little bit polluted or deluded. They think that Republicans are really different than the Democrats. Now, that's a mistake from the very beginning. And if you want to see how that is a mistake, is see when the Republicans are in power, like they were, and see what they did, almost nothing. And look, when them Democrats are in power, they're able to do shit. So that tells me that actually, I mentioned this before, these are our rights, all right? Rights from here to here, many rights and freedoms. So this is time, dun, 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 dun. And then we have Republicans, dun, 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 dun. Then we have Democrats, dun, 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 dun. And now Republicans win, dun, 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 dun. And then the Democrats win, dun, 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 dun. Then the Republicans win, dun, 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 dun. You see, when the Democrats come, they go down, the rights, the freedom. That's how I notice here, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove that to you. When the Republicans come, they don't bring it back. They just either stay there or slowly go down, and then again Democrats go down. When the Republicans come, stops. It's never like, okay, we go back. And the proof is, look where we are, for instance, with the guns. Let's go to 1776, 1778, wherever you want to go. All right? And you see, if to own a gun, what kind of certificates and tests did you have to have? Whose permission did you have to have? Zero. Nobody's. Nobody. And look how much we need now. And that's Republicans? No, that's Democrats. I need to go and show them my butthole every time I have to do this and do that and do that. I can't carry my gun here. I can't carry over there. I have to carry it on my left hand here. I can carry it on my right hand here. I have to walk on my hands and hold my gun in my ass when I go through that. That's how it is. All kind of gymnastics in order to fucking carry a gun. So that's one. Then you can go with the freedom of speech. Losing your job if you say something and other stuff like that. So it says only 1 in 5 Americans say that the US would be better off splitting into 2 separate blue and red countries. That's, as I said, that's misleading. They think that we are 2. No, it's just 1. It's just a Democratic Party, and the Republicans are there for us to believe that we have a party that's for us. No, it's not. It's just something that gives us hope. Oh yeah, we won, man. You won what? What did you win? What did you get? 0. Oh, no, fuck with me, I already know that. Among the red states, Trump voters, 92 trust their government more than the federal government to do what's best. So among red state, Trump voters, I don't know if it's Trump voters or Republicans, because there's two different things, and these guys are not making a distinction. A lot of people who are Republican are because of Trump. If you put the Trump outside and you just drop the Republicans over there, you leave a lot of people out, a lot of them out. But nevertheless, they try to conflate Trump with the Republican Party. Nah, that's not like that. Among red state Trump voters, 92% trust their state government more than the federal government to do what's best. Almost as many, 86, say the federal government is not working well. A full 2/3, 67%, insist it's not working well at all. In contrast, nearly 8 in 10 red states, nearly 8 in 10 red states Trump voters, 79%, say their state government is working well. What was the other one? Yeah. Is working well, with huge majority approving of how state leaders are handling guns, 78%, democracy, 73%, COVID, 71%, race, 69%, the economy, 68%, crime, 65%, and abortion, 63%. As a result, red state Trump voters are alone in saying that it's more important for individual states to make their own laws with minimal interference from the federal government, 56%, than it is for the federal government to protect people's constitutional rights when violated by state laws, 33%. They are very sneaky here. Blue state Joe Biden voters, for instance, are only slightly more inclined, 27%, than Americans as a whole, 21%, to say things would be better if America broke in two. Just 14% want their own state to secede versus 29% of red state Trump voters. And only slightly more blue state Biden voters, 21%, think they themselves would be better off in such a scenario. A full 47% say that they would be worse off. Well, given that the Democrats generally trust Washington D.C. more, nowadays they didn't. The liberals used to not like the government, but now they like it somehow. You know, they were for individual freedoms and all that, and the other ones were for the conservative, blah blah blah. Anyway, this is what it is with seceding and trusting the government here in the United States. What will happen? I predict is going to be probably something is gonna, maybe, because you see, when the next election will be, the other guys, the stoppers, the calmers, which is the Republican Party, will probably win, and everybody will, yeah man, we won, now we're gonna change. You're gonna change zero. You'll see that. Nothing. You're just gonna keep it like that until the Democrats get in power, and then they will work on the thing until we get here. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.